Show does not contain chapters 1 through 12. This owl does not exclaim loudly and angrily about dropping his cabbages. Oh, come on, you know this flower wasn't here a moment ago. Sure, it looks badass, but we want to see this owl man bloodied and broken at the base of this pummel tunnel.
He's anti-heroic, run!
Because he took out one of the hinge owls? Is Luke an anti-hero every time he shoots a stormtrooper? Is Bond an anti-hero every time he defenestrates some random Blofeldian guard? Is Uncle Joey an anti-hero every time he insists someone cut something out? Also, why is Blue Goblin Group even running? He's clearly on your side. If you were going to get out of there, I don't think you needed to wait to suss out Rick's anti-hero quotient.
Good luck.
I've never had 1,000 crows fly down my throat before, but if I did, I highly doubt I'd be able to say anything audible afterwards. Also, wasting 1,000 crows when a few grains of rice would have done the trick. What? That's an urban legend? Okay, fine. Then wasting 1,000 crows when a single Alka-Seltzer would have done the trick. What? That's an urban legend too? Well, I guess this is now a sin for any avian-hating society that needs 2 distinct urban legends about how to make birds explode. Psychos?
What's the point?
Here's 2.
I count 8. 9 if you include the sword. Sure, you only use 2 of them for your owl trisection, but how is my 4-year-old nephew supposed to learn to count correctly with this kind of confusing phrasing? Guy who screamed run decided to stay and cheer. Hypocrite.
Oh, 2 crows. You remember Morty?
Crows are not capable of hovering. Also, these Morty cameos in Rick and 2 Crows are forced and getting out of hand. We get it, you used to have this thing with your grandson on a different show, but that's not what this show is about, so let's focus, okay? Episode does not contain a Mr. Mole Map, Paki-chan, or Bubrina the Unrealistic Body Image Witch. Okay, maybe these humanoids have soft round skulls that squish like fruit when they roll on a table, but that is just dumb evolution. Come on, Puss-a-Fur was right there.
You've had 1,000 adventures with these crows.
In 13 episodes?
This may be the last time you ever lay eyes on me. I hope that's not true, Morty. Because you look like shit, and this is not how I want to remember you.
The reason I choose not to attend high school reunion somehow makes its way into this episode. Setting aside that this isn't even how real crows sleep, does Rick strike you as the kind of person that would be down for this kind of crow habitation agreement? While I appreciate the hilarious live, laugh, love art and the attention to the triad details, my laughter is broken by the much more important fact that crows contain no teeth and have no need for items specially designed to brush them.
We immensely enjoy each other's bodies.
What? Ugh, no.
Kink shaming. Wearing clothes, underclothes, for that long. Wait, that's it? The long-awaited Chapter 13 of Rick and 2 Crows ends after just 5 minutes? Who will avenge Puss-a-Fur? Will Mr. Mole Map ever be saved from Captain Eagle Eye's lair? Will the Silver Scurfer find a way to cure his dandruff in time? I guess I'll have to go back to sitting Rick and Morty, but that means a whole new intro to wade through. I guess I could eat the yogurt in the fridge, but what if the yogurt...
勝負はまだついちゃいなよ
Show requires watching Rick and 2 Crows Chapter 13 to understand what happened between the end of last episode and now, and why Morty now appears as a middle-aged schlub. Jeez, guys, why all the homework? That seems like it's worth, oh, I don't know, 21 cents? Sure, I should be paying attention to the family's reunion conversation, but why is the wall a watered-down sherbet color? Who purposely paints their walls like this? Thank God this is the last episode of the season. Maybe by season 6 I'll forget this atrocious hue.
Hi, I'm Citadel's new mascot, Andy, because this place wouldn't be home without Rick's Andy Morty's.
Except Rick and Morty never uses an ampersand. It's always the full word and. So I believe this is actually Ampersandy, who has somehow escaped the magic Citadel, home to various pins and or tellers. Morty survives this working.
I'm almost ready to sell out.
So 27-year-old Morty gets clothes that fit, but 40-year-old Morty was given a shirt size too small? None of us wanted to see that discolored and distended midsection of middle-aged Morty.
But the second he reveals he's evil, we're gone.
Show then cuts to an overhead shot of the dinner table that includes a Jell-O mold dish, which is the first reveal that President Morty is evil. I have a hard time believing either Rick or Morty would miss this obvious clue.
Tell me how one might bring down the central finite curve? All right, time to go, Morty. I want to know what he's talking about.
Me too. I'm sure it will be a completely coherent story point that I won't need an advanced degree in physics, a few days to rewatch old episodes, and 5 hours of in-depth mining of the Rick and Morty fan wiki just to understand. Glad that would never happen.
Can you give me 10 more seconds? Literally 10, because now it would be 6.
Nice attempt at being excellent at TVSins, Rick, but that took 2 seconds, so technically you still got 8.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Make it 2.
5.
Like I said, would have been a big help for you to tell me, but I should have everything I need from you now.
If you were stalling to finish Rick's brain scan, then why did you bring up anything that would make him suspicious in the first place? Evil geniuses should be called evil morons.
Check out Season 1, Episode 9, Rickheads. Excelsior!
Ruining the hunt for the true Rickheads who wanted to figure this out for themselves.
This is why we're with them. This is why we're alive. What the f?
No idea, man. You're on your own with this.
I mean, Dadoy, I'm basically Inspector Gadget.
I would have gone with Inspector Convenience, but fine, sending it either way. Who am I to judge how the writers decide to develop this fight, but also why the f isn't Rick pulling out his big go-go gadget guns right now?
Does he like it? It's a metaphor for capitalism.
I think I've seen this before. You created a being that gets off on you getting hurt and then transfers that energy back to you to use on others. So basically it's 50 Shades of Vibranium? That was close. Let me try that one again. So basically it's 50 Shades of Black Panther and White Panther, because together they are Gray Panther. Damn it, I should have quit when I was ahead.
Tonight, I do that thing I want to do with the curve thing.
Title of my sex tape?
Hopefully we can snag some untainted fluid at the source and get the f out of here.
Title of my sex tape. This lazy f***er.
The whole place is gonna blow. No, I don't trust you.
Morty just watched a whole slew of Rick and Mortys be devoured by their portals, and he chooses not to trust Rick right now. Rick's only consistency is his desire to survive. But now Morty decides to belabor things. This 2 full minutes of silent backstory is pure cinematic awesomeness. It's moody, propulsive, and informative without the usual clunkiness that comes along with having to do this much heavy expositional lifting. Take a send off for being true artists, R&M. I mean, R and M. But also, you knew when you did this that I couldn't help but send 2 full minutes of confusing and pretentious exposition summed up as,
whoa, dead wife?
Call me two-faced if you like, but I prefer the term multifaceted. What is this Tubi thing, and is it always here? Would you have to drive over it to get to the garage? Will it pop a tire? Why is hose? Casual murder in front of the neighbors is casual.
I feel a lot better having seen all that.
Yeah, so much sympathy and emotion now that I've seen him brutally and callously murder thousands of other Ricks, because how could Rick not? His wife died. I am so moved.
Still got a way out they never thought of. Operation Phoenix.
And me if I can't remember back 2 years ago as to what that is, huh? I can barely remember the plot lines of shows I watched last week. I throw that stuff in my brain bin and destroy it with fire. Now you want me to recall it by raising it out of the ashes and bringing it back to life like some sort of, fire death reversey bird? Even if I did remember that episode, I'd probably also remember that Mortys were never part of the deal. But I don't, so I'll just send that this Morty has no nipples. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the slightest clue about what's going on here. I think Evil Morty's breaking the curvy thingy that separates the genius Ricks from the dumb Ricks by launching himself towards a space anus fueled by the blood of Rick and Mortys who try to use the Operation Phoenix callback, while our Rick and Morty are trying to escape the resulting gravitational pull by using a Unity metaphor drive booster as the Citadel is flooded and poisoned by portal juice, and Eye Patch Morty finds himself in the quantum realm until he's needed by Vindicator's endgame. I guess I'll just have to wait till the season premiere next season, which I'm absolutely sure will clear everything up. Yay.
I'm so confused.
What? Yes, log. All kids love log.
Yeah!
Starlight, mission accepted.
What we can do is break his age in 2 places, remove the middle, and graft its ends back together. That sounds really violent.
Jerome never questioned my commitment again. I took my mind off the pain by reminding myself that when I eventually did stand up, I'd be exactly 2 inches closer to the stars.
Hey, you were supposed to be my lift home. How will I get out of here?
In uncertain times like these, I think it's important for me to say,
My tiny little nipples went to France.
4 stones, 4 crates. 0 stones, 0 crates!
it's just as well. I lied. That second seat's a toilet.
Then I'll see you in hell.
My brains are going into my feet!
Everything that you know. And love.